My name is Ian Pitts, founder of the Southeastern Paranormal Investigating Society. In the spring of 2012, we investigated numerous haunted locations. 3 of those locations were filmed in their entirety. What you're about to see is absolutely factual and has not been hoaxed or faked in any way. These are our stories. These are the Chronicles of the Unknown. I asked the question, can you tell me how old you are? And the response was 19, and kind of like 19. And so I called up Charlie and I was like, Charlie, we got to start a team. This is what drove me to begin the search to find out what's going on. I can't tell you with 100% certainty that we're talking to dead people. Nobody's ever proved that. It's my personal belief that we are, but nobody's ever proved it. Let me reiterate. I wouldn't say dead people, I'd say spirits. We are talking to spirits. What kind of spirits those are, I'm not. Nobody's ever proved. So, this is it. This is where it all started. And 5 years later, here I am. Still not having a clue. But maybe when we start filming this movie, maybe we'll find the answer. Maybe we won't.
When I first moved into this apartment, I kind of thought it may have some kind of activity in it, but I wasn't for sure. And so I just went into the bathroom and started the recorder and started asking questions and was going to go back and listen to the quality of it. And the first question I asked was, is there anyone here who would like to talk to me? And about 3 seconds later, I got a man's voice say I would. So that was my first piece of good, solid evidence.
And we are getting ready to start shooting a documentary called Chronicles of the Unknown. Originally, the idea behind shooting the documentary was pretty much just like everybody else. You know, let's show what we can show, let's see what we can capture, and hopefully it'll be good entertainment. But, you know, the further along I got into the making of this documentary, you know, the planning and all that, we decided that, you know, let's not do what everybody else is doing. It's been done to death. Let's do something that nobody's done before, and let's really show what real paranormal investigating is. Let's, you know, and the whole team agreed collectively. Yeah, let's do that. At first we had a hard time coming up with a name. We got the name figured out, and, you know, it kind of just hit one day, Chronicles of the Unknown.
How far are we from Tip City? Like 20 miles?
We probably moved a mile.
We've moved a mile in 20 minutes? Of all days.
Leave the airplane. MRSC's package.
It was disgusting. How old are you? 60?
64.
64-year-old mom.
Hey, I've been on
Just wants to see some dude's package. You better watch out, Dustin. You'll be investigating with her later. We're finally moving. Oh, God. We're finally moving.
The experiences here, honestly, there's too many to account for. We're here all the time. Basically, we always see shadow figures. We always get touched. We always see someone walking down the hall or hear them walking down the hall.
Up in the mystery room, there was myself and another investigator up there. We had a book thrown. It wasn't thrown at us, but it was thrown off of the shelf.
They like to play peekaboo around the bookshelves. There's been numerous people scratched. You will actually at some point see them walking down the hallways. We've actually captured seen a lantern floating down the hallway at one point in time, like a ball of light. There is spirit flashes constantly in certain rooms. We have had a few people taken over, like one of the spirits here do try too hard.
I never used to believe in apparitions. They think people were crazy. And I actually seen an apparition of a boy here. It was my first one ever. So it was very intense for me. And it was kind of scary in a way because it didn't have a face, which I thought was very odd. We were all four down the basement. The doors were locked. We were doing EVP sessions, and we heard footsteps coming down the hallway. So we had figured it was probably a child. We decided to go upstairs. That's when we went upstairs, back in the one corner of the doorway that leads down here, is where I saw it, and it scared me. I'm not gonna lie.
So we just got here to the Browse a While bookstore in Tipp City, Ohio. We've been here about an hour or so doing B-roll footage. Charlie and the rest of the team went out to get a bite to eat, so our investigation starts in about 4 or 5 hours. So we're really looking forward to this investigation. We hear a lot of good things about this place. So we're getting ready to investigate at the Browse a While bookstore, and Dustin broke his IR light, and we just want to show you guys what it looks like that we had to patch it up for this investigation. That is about 9 feet of tape. So if it breaks, it breaks. We'll just have to buy a new one. So tell them about your light, Dustin.
We taped it up pretty good.
Okay, we need to discuss who wants to go where first.
I want to go to the creepy stuff.
Okay, this is what I think. This is just an opinion. I'll run it by you guys. I think we should be totally quiet again and let this place open up.
Suggestion too. When whoever's gonna, which I wouldn't mind starting up here in this room because the EMFs are so high. If some of us do
we can just, I mean, we'll just have to be really still, get where we're going to be, and I don't know though.
Right.
Can we do that? Like as far as EVPs go?
we can if we spread out.
I guess we can.
If we can hear each other, Can't we like ask one question, then we wait a minute, and then somebody else down that way
I was
asks a
thinking
question?
if we
They're both on.
spread out through the top floor, if we had a way to communicate,
Yeah.
then we could ask a question over the,
Yeah.
and then wait and pass it on to the next person.
It is a lot long. Sorry, I didn't mean to stick my butt in your face. It's a lot longer down the hallway than you would anticipate it being.
Yeah.
So if we have a group in here, closer to the door, and then we have a group in the mystery room, and then we have another group downstairs, then I think we'll be able to, if everybody talks like this when they're doing EVPs, but not whisper, you know, and if you
But
make,
not say real loud either.
yeah, if you, I feel real weird standing next to her with my butt. We have a camera. We have a DVR camera shooting down here. We have one in the hallway shooting down this way that this hallway blocks off, and then we have one in the basement.
Right.
So, okay.
Oh,
well,
no, not really.
Watch
I
the
would
cords in the
like
hallway.
to say a protection prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry if anybody, everybody's like that. So, Heavenly Father, we ask that you bless us tonight on this investigation and protect us from negative spirits that may try to influence us. We ask that you bless our families and bless our trip home. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Block 1 of Browse a Wild Bookstore.
Since we've got here, like I keep feeling little tinglies up my arm and on the tops of my hands. At first it kind of felt like, spider webs or whatever, but they're almost like a shocking, tingly feeling. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. That dude did say something about that.
I don't know. What that can be caused from high EMFs. This room buried my EMF detector. Buried it.
So we're not going to run EMF detectors in any of this location because it does pick up, you know, certain places bury the EMF detector, certain places, you know, don't even bother it at all. But just so we don't get any false EMF readings, we are going to not use our EMF detectors tonight, and we're going to rely on our audio recorders and our video recorders.
Right.
We just want to talk to you. Don't be afraid.
The door. It could have been. Probably. Is there somebody here that would like to speak with us? You've seen us in here for quite some time now, and we're here to communicate with you, if you're willing. Let's just sit. Hey, let's just sit down and just be totally quiet.
Boo Boo and Charlie in the mystery room. And we're gonna have to
Start my recorders.
There's another little toy. Okay.
Part 2, Charlie and Boo Boo Mystery Room.
Okay. What I was saying was there is a doorway on the other side over there.
Yeah.
Where the guy that works here said they released Erica's spirit. And he said when they did release it, he felt like he was on fire. And that if you remove the tiles on the ceiling, you'll see like where it was burned. There was a bakery here, and it burned. And so they're not sure exactly where Erica came from, but he said she's 8.
To tell us anything, or what's wrong? Do you hear that?
I heard something.
That was right above us.
Didn't you hear somebody up there?
I think Isaiah's up there. You hear it?
It's like really faint.
I know. That might be from up
I
there.
have bad hearing as it is, so I think all the people that were out on the street have already gone in, probably.
Mm-hmm.
They were out there earlier. I should not be walking around. I'm probably driving them nuts.
When I count to 3, if you could grab a light book off the shelf and push it in the floor, then we'll take that as a sign that you want us to be here and that you're wanting to communicate. So when I do that, just feel free to pretty much do whatever you like. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That's Isaiah upstairs.
Yeah.
Do we want to ask questions or?
Yeah, we can start that.
Okay, that's fine with me. Is there anybody in here with us? And Ian talking. If there is somebody in here with us, we would like to talk to you if you want to come out and talk to us. We have a device on the floor over there with a red light on it you can talk into.
Is Erica with us?
Is there anybody down here that'd like to communicate with us? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off because this camera also takes pictures for just a few minutes, and I'm going to take some pictures in night vision.
Going into the bookstore, I was really excited because I had saw so many claims of things that had happened there.
It was exciting getting to go to a new place and hoping that we'd come up with something really good that we'd never come up with before.
I don't know
thought that could be Erica that John told us about, but it makes me wonder because he did tell us about a girl in the bookstore, and it's just intriguing that we actually caught a girl on camera, that it could actually be Erica.
7 of us in this tiny location. But we ended up catching 3 decent pieces of evidence there, and the picture of the little girl just blew me away.
Was actually worked here before we bought the place, and you would hear the occasional pops and cracks, and you would think that is it the building settling?
We've had people that have said they've seen a little boy run across the stage during a movie and come up and complain to us that we need to keep our children off the stage during a movie, and we just kind of giggle and laugh at them because we know what had really happened.
As I'm standing there, I see this lady, and she goes into the balcony, and I didn't think ghost. She's as solid as anybody I've ever seen. And she was about 3 feet in front of me going up the steps. I saw her from the back this time.
She's our most prominent ghost. I've never seen her. I've never been fortunate enough to see her, other than we've had a couple photos that people have taken at different times where we believe that might have been her.
The lady in white, what we call her, was the only ghost we knew about. But now there seems to be some evidence that there's a man here and at least a couple of children. So they were never heard of before. So I think we did stir them up.
Another thing I want to talk about, and anybody can object or whatever, you know, but what we should do as far as rules on an EVP session. When you go into, with whoever you're going into, decide how long you're going to do an EVP session. Like say me and you go in there for 30 minutes, we're going in there for an hour. 30 minutes of it is going to be an EVP session. Sit down, get still while you're doing your EVP session.
Right.
Unless like you hear a noise or whatever and you want to get up and go find out what it is or see something or whatever. But then when the EVP session is over, then get up and look around, do your pictures, you know.
Right.
I'm almost
well, what we could do, since have technical difficulties with the camera system, we can actually, for a portion of the night, set one here, and then we can either set it here and then the alien hall, or out in the balcony. And then we can move the DVR downstairs after 4 hours, and then run one down in creepy basement and one in the wherever.
Oh. Yeah, I think we should do that, not set the 2 of them up in the same spot.
We can be looking behind them on the stage, and they can be looking behind us.
Right. Which question do I answer first? No. You would have to have a space in between. Therefore, you're going to have a question, I need to wait at least 10, 15 seconds before I ask mine.
Now, if you notice, most EVPs are caught while somebody's talking.
Right.
You know, be right behind them or something. So, yeah, you need to...
Anybody else have anything?
Is someone there?
Can you tell us your name?
Well, how long were we supposed to? Like, how long was Charlie wanting to?
I don't think we went over that.
I didn't even think to grab a radio.
I don't think they did either, so.
The weird thing is I know I can hear water dripping, but I couldn't find it.
It sounded like it was pouring all of that. You could just hear it. Can you make a noise for us to let us know you're here? Does anybody know if Edward is here? Does anybody know if Edward is here? Does anybody know if Edward is here? Watch your head.
I'm so looking forward. What the hell? Dude, did you hear that? Hello? Is the wind blowing? We're getting ready to wrap up a night of investigating at Ross Opera House, and Isaiah is going to scare the crap out of the girls as they walk out of the bathroom. He's hiding behind that tree. And I'm going to go down the hallway with the camera and tell him I'm going to get an interview.
Wait here and get an interview. He's upstairs. He went upstairs.
Let's go, Scars. Okay, what now?
I need to grab an interview with you guys.
Okay. That was like so loud. I'm not here.
That's the way until I got by.
Did you see? Were you recording that?
So this is our return to the Ross Opera House. Last time we were here, we had a whole bunch of technical difficulties as far as the camera system wasn't working good. The camera that's filming me now quit. Some of the night vision cameras, we just had a whole bunch of problems and we had to end up coming back. So this is our reshoot here. Well, on this trip, one of our teammates had a death in the family, didn't know if they were going to be able to make it, and they actually were able to come and make it. That was Dustin. But Charlie and Isaiah weren't able to make it because they couldn't get scheduled off work. And Loretta got really sick. She couldn't be here. And so Dustin, Justin, Lala, and myself came up here today, and we met with the owners. They agreed to let us come back in. They gave us a couple of interviews, and tonight we're going to try to get some more evidence. We got some last time, mostly personal experiences. This time we're hoping to catch some EVPs, maybe some stuff on the DVR, because we got everything working this time. We just weren't able to all be here, and that's part of being in a team. Not everybody can go every single time. So with just the four of us here, we're hoping that we can get a little bit better coverage
as far as having less noise contamination, and we're investigating parts that we didn't get a chance to investigate. Right now we're in the, these are the old dressing rooms of the Opera House. And if you can see, they're tiny. They're extremely, like, I've got to bend down to get in here. I don't know what was in here before. So hopefully, they said not a lot of activity comes in down here, but hopefully we can try to catch something. Justin and Lala are upstairs in the hallway last time when we kept seeing a bunch of shadow movement. So we're going to go lights out, we're going to flip on the night vision camera, and we're going to try to get a little bit more evidence this time. There's a little red light in the floor over there by Dustin. If you can go over there and say your name really loud and clear, we can play that back and we will be able to hear your voice. So on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you your name, and I'm going to give you 3 seconds to answer. That way, that gives you plenty of time. 1, 2, 3. Can you tell me your name?
Ooh la la. First floor hallway. Should be able to see this. Should be a lot of my butt crack in the DDR. Block 1, we move along the first floor.
This thing's like actually good to use as long as I keep it up here.
Okay, we want to work with that. I'll record that.
That's loud. Too loud. Okay, what you're hearing is there's a bar right across the street from where we're at, and we are in the kind of like a basement area of the Opera House where it's the old dressing rooms. And right now we're hearing a lot of noise contamination from the bar across the street. Part of being a paranormal investigator is, you know, some people hear voices, and if it's that loud, then somebody walking down the street talking could be their voice, and somebody that's not real experienced or isn't really, or is really apt to believe that everything's paranormal may hear that voice and say, oh my God, that's a ghost. But, and we've been doing this for a while, so we kind of try to rule everything out. Part of what we do as an investigator is to try to debunk, that's a popular phrase I guess, debunk everything. We go into a location trying to prove that it's not haunted, and sometimes we get surprised. So
Hello? if there's someone up there, would you like to come down here and talk to us? We're not here to hurt you or harm you. We're just wanting to talk to you and ask you a few questions.
If you just made that noise, why don't you come in here where we are?
My name is Ian. This is my friend Justin. We have come a long way to communicate with you. Last time we were here, we got a gentleman's voice that told us we were making the right sound. Tonight we are hoping that we are going to be able to communicate with the lady of the house, the woman that has been seen in a white dress. Are you down here?
I know I hate when people do this on TV, but there's a ringing in my ears.
Is it ringing in your ears?
Yeah, feels weird.
You think it might be caused by like the change in pressure down here?
Didn't happen last time we were down here. I don't know. That
Is there someone down here that is trying to get Justin's attention? Stomach.
Why do you choose to stay in the basement? Is it colder? I don't want to do cliche TV things, but my hands are definitely cold.
Raise your hand up. And drop it slowly. Does it feel colder as you go down, or is it just your hands?
Just my hands.
I don't feel cold.
Anything?
Oh yeah. Like my right side of my hand feels a little chillier. Chillier. Is that a word?
It is now.
Oh. I don't like this camera. Can I turn it off?
Do you want to go first?
It doesn't matter.
Make sure to get video footage of my butt crack.
Oh. Hey, look.
Huh?
That's a movie thing from the movie Ransom.
And a urinal.
In a urinal.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Whoa! 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey guys, something just whispered my name down here. Oh, I so hope we caught that on audio. Were you guys whispering upstairs at all?
No. Did you just say Ian's name?
I come up out of here and I was, seeing if this door was open. And I come through here, shine my flashlight down here, or the camera down here, and I heard, but it sounded female.
We heard stuff down here whenever you guys were up there in the building.
Let me see if I got it. So, a few minutes ago, Justin and I were coming upstairs from what's called the creepy basement, and we just caught an amazing piece of audio footage. As I was coming through that door over there, I was shining the camera directly in front of me here, and I caught a female disembodied voice whispering my name very loudly, and we listened to it several times with headphones, and it's so obvious that it's my name. We didn't capture anything like that last time we were here. We did, however, capture a couple of good EVPs, but this time it seems to be way more active than it was last time, so we're probably going to stay here a little bit longer than we anticipated if the activity keeps up. So I'm looking forward to going back home and watching that on the big screen TV. So we're going to get back to investigating. Hopefully we capture some more evidence like that. This place is really starting to look up for the night.
I had work obligations, so I wasn't able to go back the second time, and I heard it was a lot more active, so I'm kind of upset that I missed out.
When they did go back, they did capture a lot of evidence. Like, I knew evidence could be captured there because of the personal experience the first time. But, our equipment was just failed. And I'm glad that they did go back and capture what they did.
From the beginning of the hospital's history from 1959 on, there were reports from the staff here, from the nurses, from the doctors, of different things, odd things happening in the hospital. So at nighttime, you know, you pretty much knew who was in the hallway, who was supposed to be where, and the nurses used to call the security because they would see black shadows moving about the hallways, and they thought, you know, patients were out of their rooms, or there was somebody in the hospital that shouldn't be in a specific area.
I was coming down a corridor near the nurses' station. I was walking past an open doorway, and somebody went shh right in my ear to the point where it actually hurt. And I reached up and I put my hand by my head and, you know, and kind of flinched. And my buddy was on the other end of the hall, and he just come around the corner and saw me and what I was doing, and he goes, "Ah, he got you, huh?" And I thought that was interesting because, I mean, it was completely unexpected, and I didn't know at the time that it had happened to him.
I think the one that sticks out the most for me is a little girl that we call Casey. After she passed away, the nurses started having some strange, playful activity. They would get touched, they would get poked.
If you let it get the best of you, if you're by yourself and you begin to think, you know, is there somebody behind me, is there somebody close by, your mind will keep ramping, and the idea is to get that to go away. You know, when you're with somebody, of course, you're cemented. But when you're by yourself, the idea is to avoid getting ramped up like that. And sometimes, you know, it can be difficult depending on the level of activity you've already experienced during the night. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Every time I've gone down around there, there's times where that corridor it'll get a hold of you, and it's like it's all I can do to just keep it cool, keep it calm, keep moving, nothing's wrong, and get to that door. Once you get to the door, you know it's okay. You know, you re-cement.
Yeah.
But as long as you're headed down that corridor, and that darkness is there.
It's happened before, but
and
it's
you're
really
alone.
strange. Yeah. And I'm walking toward it, and all of a sudden, something goes on the other side of the door, and I said, "Whoa, somebody's in here." I mean, that's an actual person.
Yeah.
And I said, "I'm going to have to sit here just for a minute." So I did it again. I said, and my heart's like sitting here going pop, pop, pop right now because I'm just reliving this. But I said, I'm gonna have to walk up to the door. I'm you know, if something happens, something has to, but I've got to find out.
To investigate the Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. We've been here 5 times. We know the place is haunted. This is the only location in the film that we know is haunted, that we knew was haunted going into this. We came here, you know, we decided to make it the last location that we filmed because we've had so many awesome paranormal experiences here. I saw my first shadow person here. So I'm really excited. The team's getting ready. We have Paul Browning with us tonight, which is a mentor of mine. He has a knack for producing results like I've never seen before.
I'll have to, come by you a little bit. Hey, sorry, let me get situated. It's me creaking around.
Tell you what, down there, my stomach was having some hard time with that Chinese food.
This wasn't the hallway we were sitting in, was it? That was
We
you
were
all
kind of moving around. I don't think we really stopped in one place, really.
No, I meant when everybody had the growling stomach.
Oh, no.
That was downstairs where you all just came from, right?
Yeah. Why didn't I pee? Good thing is we're getting a pretty good baseline on the EMF, so we should be able to use it. Stomach. Let's have another time. Stomach.
Yeah, I don't think it ever did rain.
No, that's what we were talking about downstairs. I was like, I don't know about you guys, but it is just way too hot for me.
Yeah.
There's windows open on the other side.
Can you knock on a door so we know at least you're hearing us? I saw a video with somebody that I don't recognize in this end of the hallway. Was that you? If it was, do you need help? Are you looking for somebody? Are you waiting on somebody? Are you glad that there are people that want to talk with you?
Can we go somewhere else?
Oh, 8 months, yeah. I thought it said 6 months. I was like, why?
Me walking back at you.
Are you still feeling all crawly?
Who's
If you guys are feeling something, we can stay.
I think it's spider webs.
Or
That
spiders.
is all crawly.
Creepy crawly.
Picking you up. And I'm carrying you.
I'm just leaving mine on, I think.
Yeah, I'll leave mine on. And I'm carrying you.
I'm just leaving mine on, I think.
Yeah, I'll leave mine on. And I'm carrying you.
I'm just leaving mine on, I think.
Yeah, I'll leave mine on.
Okay, where's we now, guys? Wanna go by the nursery?
Oh. Yeah, we can try there.
Watch.
This way?
Uh-huh.
My battery life dropped just a little bit when we come out here.
Do what?
My battery life dropped just a little bit when we come out here. Actually, when we were out here before, it was lower than when we went into the nursery. And then now that we've come back out here again, it's even lower than what it was before we went into the nursery.
That was messed up.
I don't know, but I thought I just saw something.
It took. I'll just be quiet because you want to talk. It took me a while, but I finally pinned it down. I remember you coming either to an event or some other time when I was here.
Mm-hmm.
Took a minute. As soon as they said Charlie, I was like, that's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now with that out of the way. Yeah, there's kids that come down through here, and there are several people that I know of that came through here either looking for something from the pharmacy, and I wonder what it was like back when they had this pharmacy in full swing. Was there a wonderful group of people that actually ran it? Was it fine-tuned? Were there people who were here who had to wait a long time to get their medication? Makes me wonder. Who would know an answer on that?
Is there anybody that wants to speak with me? Really? Is there anybody that wants to speak with me? Really? Is there anybody that wants to speak with me? Really? Could you do that again?
And the waiting area.
Really?
That's where I actually had a red one. Did you get something?
I thought that I was seeing some movement down there and I was going to flash my light, and
yeah,
it was like,
I heard you say really, and I'm like, okay, maybe something good.
let me look at it through my camera again. Let's see if it's focused so I can tell exactly where it was at. Okay, I would have guessed when I flashed my light it was past the exit sign, but I think it was that last door on the right.
Okay.
That I it almost looked like someone standing, but kind of rocking back and forth, like, should I go out in the hallway, should I stay in the room, should I?
A little bit of a peeker.
Yeah. And like a light colored clothing.
Well, if you know more than we do, you're more than welcome to come in. In fact, that's for anybody who can hear me and Charlene here talking. We're just kind of reminiscing and thinking about what this place was like back when the pharmacy was in full swing, and that was my stomach again.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I totally heard a knock, but...
I'm going to get my stomach to shut up.
Ironically, the last time, actually the first time I was in this hallway, that we got some great activity. There were a lot of people in this hallway, and everyone's stomach just took turns.
Oh.
Just everywhere.
What do you think about the weather this past few weeks? Do you like remodeling? Do you like remodeling? It would be fantastic if you'd come out so I could see you.
Pharmacy hallway. I've already got the freaking willies, dude.
I think this is the door right here that used to lead to the miscarriage room. Or maybe this one here. It was one of these two.
My name is Ian. This is my friend Isaiah. We are here to find out what's been going on here lately. We heard that there's been some more aggressive behavior from some of you here. And we actually think that's, you know, not deserving of some of the people that you've been doing it to. Okay, I'm gonna turn this camera off, and I'm going to, we're gonna go totally night vision. So once this camera goes off,
Can someone come over and light up one of our devices and let us know you're here, please?
Should I see that over there?
What was that?
I don't know.
Where did you see it at?
Oh, I heard it in that area.
Oh.
Me.
I guess I want to film a little bit behind me. Sorry, that was me.
Door or wall?
This place creeps me out, man.
Yeah, I'm getting close to the door, that's why.
It's like I don't even want to look in the rooms next to me.
Do you have anything to say?
Do you hear that thing afterward?
Yeah. If you like us being down here, you're gonna. I just saw a flash of light over there. If you like us being down here, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to calm Boo Boo down a little bit. You're gonna have to let him know it's okay to be down here. So can you knock on something to let him know that it's okay? Did you straight up hear that? Did you straight up hear that? Did you straight up hear that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Supposed to calm me down.
Would you mind doing that again? Just so we can verify that was you? Me moving the camera. Are you freaked out down here, Lala?
Well, uneasy, but I've been that way the whole night, so.
Right.
Even in pharmacy, I wasn't this freaked out. I don't.
Really? Do you want to go? Because we can go whenever.
Shooting. We should probably bounce before that shit.
Okay. Okay.
We got a little stuffed animal down here, and it's sitting on a little chair. We got a string tied to it. The girls are going to walk down the hall, and then one of the guys is going to pull the string, and it's the stuffed animal is going to shoot across the hallway and hopefully scare the hell out of the girls.
Okay, let's go get them.
B-roll, B-roll.
Let me see if I got enough light. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, just come from either side of me and then just walk down to the end of the hallway so I can kind of catch your silhouettes.
You want my camera? That is good shit.
So what we're gonna do here is we got a special treat. Cindy don't hardly ever go up to the 3rd floor, and her and I are gonna go up there and investigate for a few moments, and we'll be back.
And just for the record, I'm a little nervous. Well, start down here. Closed. That's how long it's been since I've been up here. Oh. Hey guys, this is Cindy. I'm up here now. I'm not going to be coming up here for a long time. Does anybody need anything? I'm going to walk down the hall. If you need anything, speak up. I'm so nervous. Oh my God.
I feel pretty calm right now, if that helps you feel any better. And this floor scares the bejesus out of me, so.
It's, I'm really
Yeah, I'm like,
have,
I got them
goosebumps
all
on
over.
my back. Miss Nellie. Hello. I'm coming in. You need anything, hon? Are you caught up here? I'm coming in. You need anything, hon? Are you caught up here? I'm coming in. You need anything, hon? Are you caught up here? Hey, darling, do you need anything up here? See, some people have visited you. We're going to have to move your bed. This is actually Irene's bed. People didn't know that. I'm sorry. You want to walk down the hall with me? Come on. Let's go. Let's go for a walk. Hello.
Smell. Right here. You smell it?
Yeah.
It's like somebody took a shower in there.
Yeah. I got the goosebumps again.
Yeah, I do too.
It's like it's coming up. Woo. Feel the BBs. Like prickly. Weird.
That's strong. That's
Is anybody taking a shower late at night? Who's in here? You don't have permission to do that at nighttime. Goodness me, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Y'all need to get back to bed. Somebody's taking it. And it was a wonderful story. And I don't know if you remember me reading it to you, buddy, but it was about angels. And that your mom and dad probably, you know, they probably want to see you move on. And I don't want you to feel like you have to stay here. What the hell was that?
I didn't.
You didn't hear that?
No. My hearing's bad on my right ear. Well, what did it sound like?
It sounded like a. It sounded like a. All I can say is almost like a rattle.
I didn't hear it.
That just spooked the crap out. I hope you got it on recorder.
Completely different place the second time. I mean, the first time I went, we had experiences, but it was minimal. It was nothing crazy that made me say, "Holy crap, that really just happened." But when we went back for the documentary, it was crazy.
People who were scared that are never scared will go anywhere you tell them to go, but this time they were scared.
The feel of the place was just totally different from how it is now. I really can't explain the feeling that came over me when I went in there the second time.
It was our best investigation. We had tons of personal experiences. We genuinely all felt extremely creeped out. For the first time in my investigating span, I was scared to death.
To, show everybody the real part of investigating, not just, that we go to a location, we go in, we investigate, and this is what we caught. We didn't want to cut any of that out. We wanted to show what it really is like to investigate.
Filming the documentary just brought me a lot closer to my team members. Got me to knowing them a little better than what I did. I just had a very good time.
Filming this documentary for me has been definitely a learning experience. I feel like I've grown as an investigator a lot. I've got to go to so many places and experience so many crazy things.
Personal experiences are enough if you don't have a documentary to make. But I mean, I think it was definitely worth worrying about that. I think with the addition of cameras, we caught a lot more than we would have if we were just going in with, just audio recorders.
We decided to do this documentary hoping to find answers to some of those questions. You can do that just on investigations. But we wanted people to know, it's not just a TV show, something that you have all kinds of help with, and producers and all that, that jump in there and do a lot of the work for you. We wanted people to know that we're in this, really trying to find answers.
We're still a team, and we act like a team. And we're always going to be a team, no matter what happens. We embarked on a journey, and that journey took us somewhere that I hope to never forget.
My best theory.
Last question, and I can wrap it up and go home.
Obsessed with finding out what that was, getting questions, getting answers. Sorry, Ann.
But other than that, I've been pretty terrified on other locations. I should have just stopped. I don't know why I kept going. I don't want to say that again. Getting lazy.
Cool if we did, but I'm not quite sure if that's what it is. But hopefully that'd be really cool.
We've managed to do what we set out to do. So.
You got ghosts.
Oh God, Ian. That's not funny. God. Enough.
Chronicles of the Unknown, out.
It's getting